Welcome back to NetZeroTv. My name is Cynthia and this is Sally, and we're going to be bringing you how to do a dewy skin look for today. So we're going to begin by priming the skin as always. I'm going to use a primer from Smashbox. Just a little bit goes a long way. And as before, I like to use my fingertips, really pressing it into the skin. Focusing on that T-zone. Once the skin is primed, I'm actually going to begin by doing a slight contouring, and then we're going to build with the foundation color on top of that. I'm going to begin with the lighter shade in a slight triangle form, and this is going to act as a highlight. Don't worry about blending it too much, we're just working on depositing that color. And this is just out of personal taste of where you would like the high points and the low points to be. And I'm going to grab a darker concealer now for a little bit of the contouring. Now, in order not to mix all the foundations together, I use the top and bottom of the sponge, and I pick whichever one I want to use for light and dark. I'm going to use the top part of the sponge to blend out the light, just tapping it through. I'm going to flip it over and blend out the darker shading. It's already starting to come together. And feel free to just flip the sponge on through whenever you need to blend any lighter pieces or areas in it. So once you are happy with the blending, you're going to grab your foundation. And being that we've already applied a good amount of coverage with the highlighting and shading, I'm actually just going to grab something that's not too full of coverage. I'm putting it in my hand, and I'm going to mix it with an illuminator to give me that glowy, dewy skin from within. You can definitely work off of buffing some more on top later on, but I like to just work off of it. So I put a little bit of both in there, and you don't have to mix the entire product together. So I just kind of grab a little bit of that, mix it in. You can start to see how luminous you want your product to be. Being that you've applied it on your brush, at this point, feel free to tap it through, because you're going to blend it out with your sponge. Once that's tapped through, feel free to just blend it with your beauty blender. Now she has that nice luminous skin. Once we're done with the blending, being that we want luminous skin and not matte skin, you don't have to powder the entire face. I'm just going to go in and get a little bit of a bronzer and contour her skin a little bit more with a powder. And go back to those areas where we were applying the darker cream color. I'm following her hairline for it to really melt into her skin. Sweeping it forward. And then once that is done, just for a little extra top, I do grab a little bit of a highlighter. Just hit the top of those cheekbones. It's just a little gloss. It's nice and natural, not much of a pop of color. Just so you can kind of get an idea of how everything's coming together. So we want to finish by blending off the rest of the skin, making sure everything just blends together. And we've illuminated our skin, we've contoured, and really given ourselves a nice dewy look. My name is Cynthia, this is Dewy, and you're here on NetZeroTv. We'll see you back next week.